So today I'm going to show you how to make something that I used to make at a restaurant I worked at for 8.5 years. These are called Reuben rolls. It's basically everything that you find on a Reuben sandwich put into an egg roll wrap and then deep fried. So here's what you're going to need to do this. First thing you need, some sauerkraut. You need corned beef. Now if you want to buy a whole brisket of corned beef, cook it up and cut it up, that's your decision. I'm going the cheap way of doing it, just everyday lunch meat corned beef will work. You're going to need some Swiss cheese, and you'll need some egg roll wraps. First thing I want to do is strain all the juice out of the sauerkraut. You don't want any juice in there. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. Okay, so now we're going to start cutting up the corned beef. Cut it up in good sized pieces. Now it's time to cut up the Swiss cheese. Now there's no set amount of cheese or corned beef to use. No measurements, you just kind of eyeball it. You're going to have more sauerkraut than anything else. You can always add more cheese, add more corned beef if you like. So we got our sauerkraut here. Like I said, I drained all the juice out of it while I was cutting up the Swiss cheese and the corned beef. Now we can add the Swiss and corned beef to the sauerkraut. Just kind of mix that around. Like I said, if you want to add more corned beef to it, you can. Just kind of eyeball it, however much you like. As you can see, it's not too bad, what I'm looking for. Okay, so now that we have our mixture all ready to go, what we're going to do is start rolling them up into these egg rolls. You're also going to need a little container of water for this. So just take a little bit of your sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and corned beef mixture, put it into the center of the egg roll wrap, pull up the bottom, fold in the sides, and you just roll it. Put your finger in the water, wet that end, that'll help glue it together. Now this part is optional, you don't have to do this. I have some flour here, and what I like to do is roll these in the flour, and it seems to make them a little bit more crunchy after you deep fry them. But like I said, this is just optional, you don't have to do this, just my personal preference. Do another one. Fold up the end, fold in both sides, roll it that much, wet that end, and there you go. Roll it in the flour. Okay, so I got all the Reuben rolls made up. Got them rolled in flour. Now it's time to deep fry them. Got my deep fryer here. Knock the excess flour off before you put them in. I'm going to fry these up for 5-6 minutes until they turn golden brown. Put 3 in there for right now. Just kind of keep an eye on them so they don't stick. Might have to hold them down so that they tend to float and the tops won't get very brown. So you got to kind of push them down, hold them underneath. Okay, so these are done. Golden brown. Gonna put them onto a paper towel, drain them. Then I'll put the rest of them in. And here we have the finished product. This right here is actually Western salad dressing. Now traditionally a Reuben sandwich comes with either Thousand Island dressing or Russian dressing. The restaurant I worked at used French or Western dressing. They like to tell people it was sweet and sour, but no, it was actually French. Just that. And what you can do, you can throw it in the microwave for 20 seconds, enough to get it warmed up. Or sometimes what I like to do, if you have this already in the refrigerator and it's cold, I like to leave it cold because it'll help with the hotness, temperature-wise, of the Reuben rolls. So let's cut one of these open and take a look at it. See the sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and corned beef. And there you go, Reuben rolls. Give it a try. I hope you like it.